Okay, let me roll my windows up. Hello and welcome to Universal Love Law. So, see, I'm sorry. I'm about to. Okay, so I had a idea today when I was getting ready for my day. I had an idea, like, it just came to me, like, do a video about manifestation, but differentiated between places and people. Okay, so, like, I mean, things, physical manifestations of materials and people, because there is a very fine line between the two, but they're different. The same rules apply as far as not having resistance and things of that nature, right? But I really want to give people a clear reason and why um, it's more challenging manifesting a specific person over material things, right? So, so first and foremost, when anybody knows that when it comes to manifestation, um, we have to desire something. It's always some. One moment, guys. Hi.
Hi. You're being fiery today.
Okay, thank you. Here you go.
Thank you. You need a straw today.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. That for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And your card.
Okay. Take care.
You too.
So, my bad, guys. So, anyways, um, so yeah, when it comes to manifesting things, so those of you who probably come from nothing and really got it out the mud for yourself, right? Or for your children or whatever, you guys know, like, I'm pretty sure you can compare your life now to where it was maybe, a little while ago, right? And you can see the gain, right? You know a tree by the fruit it bears. So you know if a person is living right. You know if a person is, doing the right things, because it shows not only in them, but it shows their materials. They start to have nicer things, more luxuries, and things of that nature. So, and that's an awesome thing, right? That's beautiful. But I feel like people get in a certain age, right, between 25 to like 35, right? Good 10-year span where manifesting becomes intentional because we've gained certain things, but we really start to learn the life lesson in it all. Like, okay, um, we understand that some things require more time to manifest. But when it comes to people, it's challenging. I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why, the blockage, and the reason from an energy level why it's harder to manifest a specific person. It doesn't mean that it's impossible, but I'm telling you, like, when you when you are thinking about it, or when you're doing the action of manifestation, which is just merely just using your mind power initially, it gets challenging because it's so many different persuasions when it comes to manifesting a specific person versus a physical thing. So we know, like, when you start actually really getting some money and being able to manifest certain things in your life, like a home or like a car or whatever, right? Or some jewelry that you might have wanted, or just things like, stability, really, because those are the most amazing investments when you really have your own, you know what I'm saying? That's when you really feel like, ooh, I could make some things happen. Um, you get into this awareness, like, okay, for me, for example, I'll just give an example. So I started manifesting things because at one point in time in my life, I always had, God always looked out for me. My guides and my angels, they always was looking out for me when it comes to um, having, whatever I need. But it ain't come easy at all. Like, my manifestations never came easy in life. Matter of fact, even stability for me just never really came easy. As an early adolescent, it was, but like when I got older, it really got hard for me after I had my children. Me and my children, father split, separated. Um, we have two children together, and things got really hard for me. So I had to make the most responsible decision, and it had me on a bumpy road. So I set out for a desire to really learn how to manifest and make my life the reality I desire. So I used to speak things into existence. So it's a saying in the projects, like, fake it till you make it, right? So I use my imagination. I always had a very big imagination. I guess I'm gonna park right here. That's some bullshit. It's okay. But yeah, so I always had a really big imagination. So manifesting was never really hard for me because I'm a Pisces rising. So me being able to just think about something that I want and attracting it into my life was never hard for me to do. So what I did was, let me close this because I don't want people in my business. And people can hear me. I feel like. So I always knew, and then I gotta go to the grocery store because I'm gonna make my mom some spaghetti today. But anyways, so I always knew. I'm like, that look like somebody I know. That I always knew how to manifest by faking it till you make it. Like anything in life, in order to have it, you gotta say that you are that before you even become that. Like, before I was a teacher, I always said I was a teacher. Like, I'm a teacher, and I just became a teacher. Like, um, before I had um my own apartment or whatever, like, I would manifest. I would buy keys from Home Depot, or like, little house home stores where you get keys made. I'll buy keys that wouldn't even, like, I didn't even have an apartment, but in my mind I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this key, and that's gonna be my house key. Like, I know how to manifest through the art of acting as if it already is. So and you really have to believe it. It's something that you do every day. And the reason why when you manifest material things is because is easier, is because material things they don't let off an vibration or aura to you of negativity. The only way that we manifest is based on our desires, our wants, our heart desire, and our own belief systems, whether they're, limited belief systems, prosperity belief systems. If you have a poverty mind thinking, you naturally resist certain things. So this is why manifesting material things like cars, clothes, houses, you know, that is easier because it doesn't have your own mind limiting you from being able to attract it, unless those pre-existing limited beliefs exist already. So, like, if you desire something physical and you have a deep rooted subconscious poverty mindset, it will prevent you from being able to actually manifest it, because you don't realize there's patterns in your everyday life that, or even words that you may speak and speak over yourself, that might prevent you from manifesting it. But once you start working on yourself, healing yourself, and having like blind faith, and working with the art of as if, like working as if it already is, like really everywhere you go. I don't even care if you with your friends. You never let nobody shit on your parade, rain on your parade. You never let nobody down talk you or say or laugh at you. You don't tell a person that you might be manifesting it. Like, if you thinking weird thoughts in your mind because you really like excited about manifesting something, don't even tell other people, because they cannot believe what you are possibly thinking about. They cannot believe that you can even manifest the way you do. So yeah, oh, one moment. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry, my coworker called me, so I figured like I might as well knock out two birds with one stone and just go in and shop for the stuff for the spaghetti. So I did that, and now I'm gonna finish what I was supposed to say today. So when it comes to manifesting physical things, the only limitation that stands in your way for physical materials are you. Okay? So that's the reason why, and it depends on the way your mind thinks and your pre-existing thought patterns and the way that you think moving forward as far as what you feel like you deserve. You only get what you deserve in this lifetime. So when it comes to manifesting a specific person, now I'm going to talk about this and why there is setbacks and why it's more challenging. This is especially for people that are like trying to manifest a specific person. This is something for you to just consider and to keep in mind. And I don't want to be discouraging. I just want to bring my wisdom, my mind from actual experience, and I just want to keep it real with people because it's hot. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's getting in summertime, and I'm in the Bay Area. It gets hot, so yeah. So with people, the reason why it's so much harder to manifest a specific person is because when you manifest a specific person, it's your aura, your mind, your pre-existing thoughts, your current thoughts, your wisdom, your experience, your mindset, your action and manifestation, which is however you do it, whether it be you scripting, you visualizing, you using your imagination and like believing and knowing, standing in that truth. All of these ways to manifest, the problem is the person also have their own mind, their own ideas, their mindset, the way they think, the way that they imagine, the way and the way that they feel. Remember, I think I told in my old video about the hermetic laws. The heart chakra is a very powerful chakra. That chakra kind of that chakra is like powerful, and so the way that your heart beats.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The way that your heart beats and the way that you kind of like what your heart desires, like as your heart pulsates, this is all energy that will either bring forth resistance for you to attract that person, or it will bring forth it will create time, space, and reality to kind of align into what it is that you're visualizing and manifesting. So let's say there is a specific person that you want, right? It's no way that you're going to be able to get that specific person if that person already is in a relationship with someone else, and that's a universal law. They have free will. So when you have an imagination about manifesting and you want to manifest a specific person, if that person's with someone else, best believe the time and how long their relationship floats and lasts will be a direct correlation to you. So no matter how much you're over there trying to manifest and have these desires, if they're with someone else, they're with someone else. And on top of that, when they are thinking about, like, let's say you are trying to manifest a specific person that's already in a relationship, and there you keep thinking about that person every day and trying to use whatever law of attraction that you use to have that person come to you, even if you get like a little hint of like some type of play from that person, right, where they call you or they text you or whatever, it don't matter, because then that's going to go away, because their mind is already thinking about totally other things too. You have their resistance might be affecting your mind. I'm gonna tell you, some people think that they control another person's free will. You can if you do magic and shit like that, but you can never. It's never the right thing to do that. You never truly can control another person's free will. I don't give a damn if the magic is powerful. The person is not going to be. If that person is powerful, that magic is not going to work. If you already are aware that you have free will and you could break any bounds or restrictions or restraint formed on you, for real, like, this is true. I'm telling you truth. So when people are out here trying to manifest a specific person that they love and they like and desire, and they can't get that person out of their mind, and they want to be with that person, you have to take into account it's not the same type of principles when you're manifesting a physical thing versus you manifesting a specific person, because not only is it their beliefs, their ideas, their mind, their restrictions, their resistance, that's also an account with you. So if you already have pre-existing limited belief systems, insecurities, and poverty thinking or whatever, it's going to already be challenging to manifest the person you want. So you already have that setback. But not only do you have that, you have their influence on the energy connection with them to manifesting them to you. So it's even more of a challenge when you're manifesting a specific person, because their outside influence will affect, because we're energy beings. We're electromagnetic beings. So if I'm thinking about a person all the time, guess what? They're going to start to think about me. They're going to have resonant of me. They're going to feel me. I know, because sometimes there's this guy that think about me. I know when he's thinking about me, and I be like, stop thinking about me. Like, I send that energy back void. And I know he feels it, because then I stop thinking about him. And I know, like, I'm very empathic, so I'm flooded with water in my chart. So, and Sagittarius Sun and conjunct my Mars. And so my chart is amazing. Like, Sagittarius Sun conjuncts my Mars, right? Pisces rising, Cancer moon, all my other planets is Scorpio. Outside my generational planets. I'm talking about my Mercury, my Venus. I'm talking about my tools, right? The things that you use, Then I'm born in the Pluto, Scorpio generation. My 8th house is Scorpio. So I have a flooded 8th house. My North Node is Sagittarius. So you gotta just, take it to account. Like, when it comes to me, I'm very empathic and spiritual. So I know when somebody thinking about me, I can affect their manifestation of me. Now imagine two people that are both very into each other. I'm talking about they are so into each other. They both want each other, but they're shy. Of course, a series of weird events will line up for them to be together, because they're both on the same accord. There's no resistance on both ends. So that's why I'm trying to tell people, when you are trying to manifest a specific person, it's more challenging than manifesting a thing, because especially if your person has options and you have options, you know what I'm saying, it makes it more challenging to even do that, because like, that shit don't come easy. People are in their own world, okay? So, like, if you're the type of person who's been trying to manifest a specific person, you're not really seeing any outcome. It might be because that person is in a relationship, their own mental energies, their own connection to you, the cord they have with you is just in friction, and they're not wanting it. They have free will in the end of the day. And so if they're not open to it, then, they're not trying to do that with you. You know what I'm saying? even if they're not consciously thinking about that, but in their heart, remember that strong chakra energy, if they're in their heart, they're not, desiring you too. It's not much manipulation you can do on that. It really requires you stepping up and saying, hey, I like you, or I feel you, like I'm feeling you. And then you have to open up to that person choosing if they want to deal with you or not. But I just want to help people out there, because I do see, I'm visible. I'm like, I have another page where where it's me, it's my picture, but like I am very into what's going on in the world, like YouTube wise and everything. In some videos, I literally be like, this person, I could see where this person is going wrong with their, the way in which they're going about trying to manifest a person, because they have not come to terms with the facts of universal law. You cannot change the free will of another person unless you're using magic, and that comes with its con, And if you're not using magic, then you're just literally using your sheer imagination and desire, which that could create resistance. And so it's a real chemical balance that is required. There's a real alchemy that goes into successfully attracting the person you want specifically, okay? And so yeah, like I just wanted people to know that it's different. Like there's no resistance, there's no outer energies affecting what you want when you're trying to manifest a specific thing, because that thing only vibrates on the frequency of a solid without the emotion and all that. That thing, the physical thing you want, it doesn't have all these other complexities that will cause resistance in you not attracting it. So it just really requires a certain amount of energy that you have to attract it to you, as well as time that goes into you attracting it, because the universe has to kind of clear everything out for it to fall in your lap. The moment you want something, there's a version of you having that. You have to get into alignment with it, and it will manifest. We live in a physical reality that is based on action and reaction. So it's the only way for you to ever have anything. You have to really know that this is a action reaction world, cause and effect. This realm is based on cause and effect. So anything you do, it has a reaction to it. The atoms, the vibration, everything has a frequency, that it has sound, it has a match, opposition and opposites even attract. So it's really complex, it's scientific. When you are aware of how to really attract something, you have to understand how much energy to put in and when to let go. And it's more challenging. I'm gonna be real with people, or you'll be sitting around being an obsessive ass person for hella years, obsessing about this person, and no prevail, and you don't, and it doesn't happen. See, now since I gave it to you guys real about like the fact of the matter that when you want to manifest a specific person, their energy is interfering with your manifestation. Even if you are positive, if they are not feeling you, they have free will. And depending on how strong of an individual they are, meaning how much they know thyself, meaning any thoughts and ideas that come in their mind that aren't theirs, they're like, I don't know. Like me, I just told you guys how I do it. Then no matter what you do, it's not gonna work or affect them. You know what I'm saying? So once you know that, it's important to have practical reality on your manifestation. Because I'm not saying you can't have the person you want. I'm just saying there's a series of events that have to play out for you to. And you have to think realistically on a probable cause type of basis. If that person is with someone, you're not going to be with them if they're with someone. You might be a sneaky link. You might be a little side piece, or you might be, but do you really want that? You know what I'm saying? Because, that is kind of hard to reverse. That's the foundation you're building it on. So It's like, if you want this person the way that you truly desire it, you really have to be really tactful and skillful and think about it from a realistic standpoint, okay? You have the desire there. You know what you will provide for this person. You know that you love this person, right? All of these things. Or it might be just pure infatuation, whatever. But ultimately, they're the desired object. When you're working on your manifestation for them, it's important to take into consideration, are they in a relationship or not? If they are, then that depends. Your only door or line of opportunity is when they break up with that person. So I feel like you really have to tread lightly on how you manifest that person, because you don't want to be using your energy to try to cipher up a breakup or something. You know, you don't want to do that, because, see, your energy is so powerful. I think I was talking about this in the comments with one of my subscribers that always is so open with her words and communication with me. You know, when it comes to using manifestation skills, you have to be mindful that even if you go about things innocent, you know, naive, if you don't know, ignorance is bliss, right? So sometimes you could be using your energy to manifest from a dark side, which is like, that person gonna come to me, watch, they're not gonna be it forever. Like, that's energy, it goes somewhere. And you know, what you give out is what you'll get. So just allow things to flow. Like, speak as if, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Use your and try to control your obsession, right? I don't know who I'm talking to, but you know, somebody needs to hear it, because it was really strong to me when I was in the shower today. I was like, this won't get out of my head. Like, I'm gonna make a video about manifestation, and because I did before on physical things, but I don't think I really got into it on people, because you know, I've been, the love spells talk has been coming up on a lot of people's pages I respect, and I'm just like, ooh, y'all need to be careful now, because this is, you working with spirit, and now you getting karma, blood on your hands. You don't want to do that. You want things to happen for you organically. You want to tap into a natural timeline, so that you could truly manifest an outcome that is favorable, right? Because you're in charge of your destiny. Like, you know what I'm saying? If people going through a lot of hardship, I'm like, well, what did you do to attract this in your life? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You know? But yeah, so overall, I wanted to just say that, because I do need to go inside so I can make this pasta. But I just wanted to say that, like, when you're trying to manifest a specific person, you do want to make sure that you're doing it with the least resistance possible. Like, I really like this person. This is a person I like. That would be nice, you know, but, you know, this person is with someone. You know, we'll see, however that works out. I wish nothing but the best. If I ever had an opportunity with this person, I would really take advantage of that opportunity. Like, you know, just become in tune with the timeline of what ifs without a force of energy. So, like, when you're having that conversation, keep it healthy, keep it clean, keep it clear. You know, when it comes to that possible timeline, you want to speak to the timeline, right? If there was ever an opportunity for us to communicate, of course, I wouldn't want to do that behind anyone's back. I wouldn't want anyone to be hurt. So I would want it to be, you know, honest, an honest connection with someone, with this person, right? And just when you connect with the timeline, you want to make sure that you're connecting to it based and building a foundation that's that's right, on point, okay? Because I hear there's one girl, I respect her because I love what she's doing for the world. She's bringing forth that duality and that understanding and what works for her, which is wisdom. I respect wisdom in all form, shape, fashion. But she really said, like, the person she's trying to manifest has no free will. And I was like, ooh, girl, like, I get what you're doing. But like, you gotta understand, you don't even know the power of that other person, and to even be walking around thinking like that, that's a very powerful energy. That's more spell work. That's more witchy when you begin to operate like, I love my SP, my specific person. I love this person. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But then you start to say like, this person has no free will. I'm like, but you need to be careful on what you're saying, because in actuality, we all have free will. So when you initiate or ignite that idea that you're taking that away from that person, you automatically put yourself in a left-hand playing field, because now you're operating from a control. Now even if it's innocent. So I'm a psychological person. I can see where the screw ups are. I work as a spiritual advisor when it comes to the actions and reactions. Like, I'm just very aware. My mind is Scorpio, Mercury. So I think about things before I do them. And I always try to take the path of least resistance. I'm a Sagittarius. I don't want nothing sticky on me, I try to cross all my T's and dot all my I's. So when I hear people trying to manifest a person, and I feel for them, because, like, we all want sometimes what we cannot have. But I really would like for people to attack, like I said, connect yourself to the timeline of opportunity for you to connect with that person on good foundation, right? Be very mindful of how you connect to that moment in time happening. Like, I would like to talk to this person about cookies. Just think about something random, and then leave it off on like, and if it happens, it happens. I'm going to be happy with that and live your life. That after that, move on. Like, you got to learn how to let go and move on and be open to other people. You cannot close yourself for that one person, because you don't know what the universe is doing for y'all to align. You don't know what lessons you might have to still experience and learn in life in order for you to even come correct. You don't know if that person that you're desiring is a part of your soul contract and y'all have to meet at a certain age. You don't know, or be serious together at a certain peak of maturity. You don't understand, because like, sometimes we don't understand because we are human. So we make mistakes, but I'm here to help people become superhumans, like, I'm here to help people just to bring clarity to these concepts and these conversations of manifestation. So remember, let me end it here. When it comes to manifesting a specific person, that is not easy, because there is an outer influence, which is their energy on that manifestation as well. Anytime you begin to start to think and manifest of a person in a left-hand playing field, where you are literally like taking their free will away in your mind, meaning you're manifesting a timeline where they do what you want, how you want it, that's not realistic. And if you have a conjuring energy, you can manifest that, but you're really taking away their free will. And if that person's spirit is weak and they just go with this energy trance you're kind of putting them under, that's not organic and it's not natural. So what do you think the foundation of that energy will be built on? What do you think? How do you think y'all building y'all foundation? Eventually that's going to wear off, because you have to keep that going, because that's what you use to attract that person. So I just say, be mindful, like, when it comes to manifesting a specific person, and I will make more videos if you want me to, it is so much involved into that. So you can do it, but just make sure you're doing it healthy, right? Make sure you're not obsessing, you don't have an unhealthy obsession with this person, and make sure that you're open to, seeing things in a realistic, easy flowing, least resistance type of opportunity to be, both of you guys together. Because anything outside of that, you're making resistance come into the picture. you're trying to control the way things play out based on your power of visualization. And there are some very, very strong people, like, okay, like there's some people that are very stronger than what they know, and they're able to conjure up. So and that's why I say, like, some people do things innocently, not knowing, and once they understand how they were able to accomplish it, they're like, ooh, I'm gonna do that again. A person that's powerful, you know if power in the wrong hands, can be very dangerous, because sometimes people know how to do something or execute it, but they lack the awareness in the consequences, or the fact that every action has a reaction in life. So I feel like I'm rambling, and I gotta go, but I hope this information was helpful for you. I hope you're doing good wherever you are. I hope that you're able to see past any challenges that you might be facing. Always remember that all things come to pass, good and bad. Good things don't last forever, and neither do bad things. So just know, stay balanced, stay humble, and keep those high vibes, okay? Don't let nobody in your bubble, in your circle, in your realm of reality try to tear you down or transform your way of thinking. And if the way you thinking is getting you through each day with a smile on your face, okay? Don't let nobody come through with the power to control you, transform you, or anything, because you are powerful, you're strong, you are brave, you are amazing, you are exactly who you were supposed to be in this life. Keep learning and keep growing, and I love you guys so much. Peace.